Well, tonight we're having a wine from Sirromet, who are actually a wine producer in Queensland, which is kind of, you'd always think of a very hot country, beaches and barbecues, that sort of thing. But actually, their vineyards are high up in the hills, inland in Queensland, in an area called the Granite Belt, which is actually 850 metres above sea level. So they're the highest vineyards in Australia. And we're the first to import wines from Queensland into the UK, and Sirromet are the flagship estate there. They're an estate that's very much follow sustainable practices, and they've become famous actually for their kind of Bordeaux varietal wines. They do Cabernets and Merlots, which have been very good, and that's partly because they get a lot of sunshine during the day, and then with very cool nights, so you get slow ripening and really quite fine wine. So they've won a lot of awards, and James Halliday recently gave them 4.5 stars, so it's a well-rated winery going places. But actually, this evening we're having one of the whites, which is Verdelho, which is a great variety that comes from Portugal. But it works really well in this area with the sunshine, but also high altitude. So, what do we think of this wine then? So it's a nice clear wine, crisp, and on the nose, very clean. Actually, smell the kind of pear drop fruit flavours, quite similar to sort of Pinot Grigio in style. And on the palate, those same flavours come through. It's delicious, but actually there's some minerality as well. It's very refreshing. It's got like a spritzy flavour on the mouth, and the flavours last a long time. It's a really lovely wine that could be enjoyed on its own, but also well with a mix of foods. So yeah, it's a really good example of a sort of a great variety you may not have heard of, from a region you might not have heard of. So it's definitely worth exploring, and it's a delicious wine. Cheers.